Alright, follow-up video on the skin fascia frictionless interface. I'm getting a touch of trouble for this. Maybe I didn't explain it that well the first time. The idea is manual therapy can be effective. I'm not a manual therapy basher, but what I'm arguing is the things that we teach, the ideas behind them are unnecessarily complicated, and they have assumptions about how the body works that's unsupported. And the work by Kim Ross, Dave Resnick, and later by Stephen Pearl and Greg Kotchak illustrated this idea that the skin fascia interface is frictionless. So you cannot apply a force to a bone or tissue underneath and expect it to create motions in areas where it's not perpendicular to the force. So I can push down here on my arm bone and that radius will want to go down, but I can't push this direction and kind of create this traction because I would need friction, right? It's how this window works. If this door here, I can open it by the handle. It doesn't matter friction there, but if I want to slide up through here, I need to have friction between my hands and the glass. If it's frictionless, which is what this would be, you'd go here and you'd slide and you push and push and you can't grab that glass underneath. That's like trying to glide a bone, right, in a direction that if you say you can distract the ribs if you push them out to the side. You need friction on something like that. If you say you treat the neck and you can glide the bones in this direction laterally, you can't. You need friction there. What people probably are seeing when they get a clinical effect or see some sort of movement in motions out of plane there would be something like this. They would say, okay, so we have our same skin fascia over our window, and we'd still be gliding and sliding, right? There's no motion there unless I can get some friction in through there. And then when people take up the skin slack, there the skin slack's taken up, and they push and they keep pushing, and then it moves. So they say, aha, the bone is moving. You're wrong. You're an idiot, Greg. I can get traction. I can get a shear force on the bone. But what happened there, it wasn't the bone that felt that shear force. That skin, the tension through the skin, and whatever the skin connects to underneath, it is connected somewhere in the body. And that's where you might be getting traction. But it's not from the bone underneath. It's because it has to get tension somewhere. I can't take my face and just turn it all the way around. It definitely connects somewhere. So if I'm pulling through here, right, it's not because I shortened up my biceps, right? I'm sliding all over the biceps here. If I'm tugging here, we need to see that the skin is moving, and the skin crosses the joint, it goes down and attaches. It can create a moment, a flexor moment about the elbow, but it's not because I'm like shortening up the biceps. Otherwise, you could press hard here on your biceps as if you could tension it and stop it from moving, and then when you go to contract, you wouldn't be able to create a muscle contraction. This is frictionless. That's what's so fantastic about the skin fascia interface. It creates this frictionless interface so we can move. So someone could stand on you with as much force as possible, and you could still contract your muscles. If you had friction, that would stop. If your hands were too tight, you wouldn't be able to walk, well, for other reasons, right? But you wouldn't be able to create muscle contraction. So I hope that helps. Sorry about the video. It's not really light in here. It's probably better. You don't get to see my face. All right, see you later.